Today I'm going to capitalise on the ideas we discussed last time when we covered the buying zone and the important factors of a successful sale. And I'm going to share some thoughts with you about why the salesperson is the #1 factor in any buying or selling or even negotiation conversation. Once we've been through these ideas together, I know you'll be even more focused than you are today on using your personal skills to the full. You'll find that once you recognise your importance in the sales process, you'll make more sales more easily, and you'll increase turnover and of course increase profits. Here is my opinion. One of the factors, in fact the primary factor of selling success, is the salesperson involved in the sale. In a highly competitive marketplace where buyers are apparently making their buying decisions on price, the only difference we may have to offer is the relationship between the seller and the buyer. You know, with the growth of Me Too products in the marketplace, the quality of the salesperson is often the only way that a company can differentiate itself. So, let me explain this idea in greater detail by asking you to undertake a short quiz. What I'd like you to do is to think about 3 times when you were the buyer in a buying-selling conversation and you didn't buy. And think, what were the reasons that you didn't buy? Now, this might have been when you received a telephone call at home or at the office. It might have been in an electrical store or when you were buying a holiday. It might have been when a door-to-door salesperson called. It might have been when you were buying a car or a suit or almost anything. So the key question is this. Why didn't you buy? What was the key reason? Yes, the key reason from 3 separate occasions. Here are some thoughts that others have mentioned on the various times I've asked this question on numerous open and in-house seminars. Firstly, the price was too expensive or even too cheap. Second, delivery, too long a time between ordering and delivery. Third, the salesperson's knowledge or their attitude or their ability. Fourth, the salesperson didn't ask for the order. Fifth, the salesperson's believability. Now, isn't that a key thought? And sixth, the salesperson's appearance. Next, what I'd like you to think about is the last 3 times when you didn't make a sale that you were going for. Okay, it may be difficult to think of 3 times you didn't make one if your conversion rates are extremely high, but think back over the years. Why didn't you get those sales? Again, let me give you some of the reasons that other people have stated. Firstly, the price. Our price was too high. Secondly, our terms, whether that was delivery terms, payment terms or other factors. Thirdly, loyalty to current supplier, or even that the buyer was an awkward so-and-so. So, what were your thoughts as to the reasons you didn't make those sales? Okay, now, what's the difference between these 2 scenarios when we're buying and when we're selling? Well, according to the feedback I've received from so many different people over the years, in most cases, the salesperson is the critical factor when we're in buying mode. And yet, when we're in selling mode, it seems that anything but the salesperson is vital. Just think of the times when you've met a salesperson you didn't like. Didn't it make it difficult to want to buy? In fact, if you found yourself in a situation that you only had a choice of one supplier and then had to deal with them, you probably hated the thought that you had to give your order to that salesperson. And, if truth be known, you might even have made it harder on the supplier and the salesperson during that buying and selling process. This is how I like to think of the importance of the salesperson and the relationship they build with the buyer or the client. When the relationship works, all the major problems are minor. When the relationship doesn't work, all the minor problems become major. To get hold of your free copy of the shocking report, The 7 Big Mistakes Most Business People Are Unwittingly Making, costing them a fortune in lost turnover, lost profits, and what's worse, lost personal cash, and how to avoid those mistakes, simply complete your brief details in the boxes above and I'll give you immediate access. Mistake number 6 is costing most people at least $25,000 every single year. How much might it be costing you?